A Halfling Sonder, Sven's story, by Illyria Valischin. After making sure that there isn't any beetles left, he unties the reins and climbs back onto the bench. Giving a quick flick of his wrist, a small crack is heard faintly echoing out. Cleet begins to walk slow and steady forward through the little bit of trees. As the meadow opens up, a small held breath is softly released, while they head for the main road and back to the town. Looking down at his watch, he sees that most of the day has passed. The pain in his stomach causes a low, grumbling sound acknowledging that it has been a long time with no food. Rubbing his stomach, he guides Cleet back to the shop. Stopping right outside, Sven ties Cleet up to the post and heads inside the tanner, immediately stopping as a wall of putrid death slams into his nostrils. The smell happily wafting quickly around him, drawn to the outside world. He manages to choke back his bile as he enters the building. With his eyes watering, he tries to find where Mr. Leatherthimble might be. Mr. Leatherthimble, are you hungry? The smell around him makes him even question the hunger. Would you like me to get you a sandwich? Mr. Leatherthimble turns and nods. Yeah, that would be great. The two of them exit the building, leaving the putrid smell to slowly leave through the open doors. Each of them inhaling deeply now that they are both outside. They begin to cough. Looking at Mr. Leatherthimble, Sven says, I'm going to go to Cleo's. I will bring you back a sandwich. With a surge of another coughing fit, Mr. Leatherthimble nods his head. With that acknowledgement, Sven straightens himself out and heads straight for Quinn Cuisine, his stomach starting to growl again with the thought of food. As he approaches, he spots Cleo out front cleaning the outside tables and chairs. Hi, Cleo, he says as he approaches. Looking up, a smile beams across her face. Hello, Sven. How are you this early evening? Starving. Could I get 2 sandwiches to go? The normal. She looks a bit surprised. My normal and whatever Mr. Leatherthimble likes. Oh, okay, it will take a moment. She pats his shoulder and heads inside. Taking his time, Sven sits down in a chair and looks out into the square, watching as the other halflings bustle about. Cleo comes back a few moments later and sits down beside him at the little table. She gives him a good look up and down, waiting expectantly. Feeling her gaze rake over him, he begins to feel worried that he is still covered in the debris, or that he may have a beetle crawling around on his clothes. With dread in his expression, he asks, Something wrong? Something happened last night. Did you take my advice? Or are you still waiting on Kerp to come around? She eyes him expectantly. Oh, I took your advice. I found Willa's favorite flower and went to find her. I tracked her heading out of the town towards. He gives a slight shudder at the thought once more before continuing on. I raced until my lungs felt like they were going to burst and got to her, just before she knocked on his door. I gave her the flower and then she let me chase her to the willow. I caught her and followed her home. Then right after that I went straight to her father's shop to become his apprentice. I was busy the rest of the night and most of today. Glad you came down to the land. She smiles happily to him. How are you going to tell Kerp? I'm not going to. You are right. She is not a little girl anymore, and it's her choice. If her father doesn't approve of me, I feel I will know soon enough. But at least now she knows someone wants to chase her. Cleo giggles at this. I am sure you will get it all worked out. A little bell rings out inside the restaurant. Standing, she heads for the door. Sounds like your lunch is done. Looking down, Sven says, I hope it shows, 'cause I really mean it. She gives him a soft smile before walking inside, returning just a moment later with a bag in hand. Here you go. Thank you. I will settle the tab for this later. He looks at her hopefully. Thank you for listening to my story. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.